Stress test, got a hook. Previous session terminated after unacceptable levels of cervical acceleration deceleration. Commencing test, now. 2.001, unsuccessful. Stress test, 2.002. 2.217. 217 meets safety design criteria. Volatility test. Vulcan Shield version 1.001. Jordan, if you're watching this, you owe me a drink.
Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Griefdrums, and welcome to Operation Ember Rise. This looks amazing. So, on the Rainbow Six channel, they have just released this new CGI trailer, and I've got to be honest, I love the way that it's done. It's a really, really cool idea, and it's a bit of a different take compared to how they normally do it, where they showcase the operator themselves and a little sneak peek of what the gadget does. This gives a lot more information. It pretty much just showcases how the gadgets work, and it does it for both the attacker and the defender in the same video. Normally the way it works is the week before you actually get the reveal, they will release just a single teaser trailer for the defender, and then a couple of days later you'll go ahead and get the reveal trailer for the attacker. This time, as you're no doubt aware, we got both, and I love the way they've done it. So, for those of you that don't know, with previous seasons, when they've announced it, they very often accompany the video with a post up on the website in which they give a few more teasers and little bits of information about the operator themselves, just to sort of keep you guessing. However, since they introduced a new person playing the character of Six, it used to be this lady, and now it's Harry, this guy. Harry's character in this world is supposed to be more into the mindset of people and the way that they interact with each other, and that everyone's brilliant in their own different way kind of thing, rather than it being really sort of military. With that in mind, over the last few seasons, the kind of posts that we've been getting on the web page to accompany this kind of thing have differed each time, and they've got more and more different, and now we're finally starting to get to a way in which we're pretty much getting a biography of that person. And the best thing about this is the woman that you can hear talking throughout the entire video is actually Mira. If you're unaware, a while back, Mira was supposed to be part of the R&D department, and she actually helped Tachanka create the shield on the front of his turret, and she's supposed to have assisted loads of different operators like Glaz with his scope, and now she is obviously out here testing for both of these two new operators. So the first gadget we get to see is the Gara hook, or the Gara hook. And this is pretty much just a grappling hook by the looks of it, but it's one with some serious yeetage. We can clearly see it connecting either side of the window. If you look really closely, there's like an X forms over the window where it hooks to each side. And as you can see, it just yeets people up towards it. It's going to be hilarious watching people come flying through a barricade and surprising the living daylights out of any defenders that are in the middle of a gunfight. Another interesting point to note is the fact that if you rappel through a window and you actually hit a defender as you're jumping in, that instantly kills them. So I'm curious as to if that's going to be the same case with the Gara hook. Now, it does state in the blog that Mira's only consolation about the new attacker is that she works best when her opponents are distracted. It says that if she goes charging in, she's going to get a bullet to the face, and she will deserve it. But for now, with her unpredictability, she's set to turn our whole routine upside down, and Mira can't wait. Quite frankly, neither can I. I think this is going to be really, really strange to see in Siege. It's going to be very Apex kind of, I don't know, it feels really odd to me to have this kind of a gadget in the game, but I think it's going to speed things up a hell of a lot. What's really interesting to consider is this just going to work on windows, or is it going to work on door frames? If it does work on doors, could it work anywhere else? I mean, is she going to come whipping around a 90-degree corner at 100 miles an hour? Because if so, Fortress is going to be hell. Or heaven. I mean, I guess if you're playing as the operator, it's going to be amazing, but you know what I mean. Either way, I cannot wait to yeet myself into a load of bullets and watch some hilarious kill cams. Next up, we've got the Defender's gadget, and this is the Vulcan Shield. Now, this looks really, really cool. It looks like the normal deployable shields, but it's pretty much just got a red tank attached to it, which is quite obviously destructible and is going to cause a real amount of pain to anyone stood on the other side of it. Now, when I first saw this gadget, I thought, you know, that's pretty simplistic. I mean, that's not a negative. That's quite a good thing, if I'm completely honest with you. But it does seem pretty simplistic. And the more I started looking at it, the more I started to realize that this shield looks slightly different to the ones that we've previously had released or announced to be released this season. And that, coupled with the name, the Vulcan Shield, it kind of makes me think that this isn't any just normal deployable shield that we're going to be getting. This is one that looks pretty specific to this operator. I don't know if he's going to deploy it with this thing already on there, or whether he's going to be able to attach it to any shield later on. But it does look like there are attachment points on this. With that in mind, it could potentially limit where you're going to be able to put these red canisters and subsequently how you interact with them. I don't know if you're going to be able to just hide it, around a corner or something like that. I think you are going to have to put it on the shields themselves, if not this one only. Now, the bio blog does allude to the fact that it's going to be really, really good for sort of causing a bit of havoc, essentially, and coupling it with people like Smoke and Mirror. Wait, I genuinely just got that. Maybe that's it. It's all talking about distractions, and then it goes on to allude about smoke and mirrors. Well, smoke and mirrors is obviously a distraction in itself, isn't it? Ah, clever. That's pretty cheeky. That's actually really, really clever. They're pretty much just treating it like a magician's trick, isn't it? The explosion goes off, and then in the disorientation of it all, you can then attack and do whatever you need to do. Quite whether he's going to be a must pick or not, I really don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a case of Knock and Warden again. I'm a little bit concerned it is, because Warden is still really underwhelming as a defender, but at the same time, the defenders seem to be pretty strong on the majority of maps right now, so having better attackers coming out than defenders probably isn't too much of a negative. Either way, I am seriously hyped for both of these, and I would love to hear what you guys think. I'm going to be heading down to Ubisoft tomorrow to hopefully capture some footage of these new ops in action, and I am buzzing for it. But unfortunately, that is not going to be until after the reveal. If I don't speak to you before then, have a great time watching the Rally Majors. It's been amazing so far watching the group stages, and I hope that the weekend lives up to as much of the hype as this week has so far. Some of the games have been incredible, with Forza going nuts, SSG are playing incredibly, G2 won both of their games, so I'm hyped. Enjoy the reveal. I will speak to you guys soon, but until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay reckless and relentless.